Let's get one thing straight. I love my Craftsman drill press, but I do have one major problem with it. The table doesn't raise and lower very easily. Lowering it's not a problem, obviously, because gravity's pulling it down, but raising it with one hand while you're trying to adjust something and drill something is a real pain. Pretty smooth going down. The problem is you need two hands to grab that sucker to lift it. So doing some research online to see if there's anything that people have done to try to correct this situation, I did find a design for a counterbalance system where you hook a cable up to this table, and then that cable comes up and you have some pulleys up here near the top of the column, and then since the column's hollow, inside the column you have a counterweight. As the counterweight drops, it's going to help you to lift that table with one hand. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to see if we can come up with a counterbalance system that's going to work to counterbalance. This is approximately about 25-pound table, so I'm going to need around that same amount here to make it lighter. Just like you would have a counterbalance in an old style window, we're going to do a counterbalance for this table. Okay, here's my drawing for what I think is going to happen for this. I want to attach something to this where it's not permanent, that can be taken off and really doesn't have to require any new holes drilled into this drill press in any way. So I'm going to use the existing table's hole right here for the drill chuck, and I'm going to have the cable go down through that, and then it will be clamped underneath, and so that the cable will attach underneath. Cable's going to run up. There'll be a pulley here attached somehow to this piece right here that I've colored in gray. I have some square tubing that will fit inside of the column. I'll weld some brackets to the side of this square tubing to hold it from falling down in there. And this will be my top attachment point for the pulleys. And I was thinking about taking some pieces of all thread or longer bolts, cutting them, welding them to the sides here, and then attaching these pulleys that I have. And then the cable would come up over top of this pulley and then drop straight down off this pulley through this hollow piece of square tubing, and would drop down and then attach to my counterweight. Okay, the top part's all welded up. It's going to fit in here like this. Those tabs keep it from falling down into the column. I took a carriage bolt and I cut it in half, cut the top off. I think I might weld that to the back side there. This will fit on top like this. These, I believe, are cast iron, so I'm not going to try to weld those. I don't think you're going to be successfully be able to weld those. So I'm just going to attach those to the threaded rod here with two nuts to lock it in place. And so one will sit like that, and then the other, I'm going to drill a hole in the plate here, and again put a part of that carriage bolt down through here to hold it in place, and it'll be attached like that. Alright, so I got it all finished. I put the drill press over here where I normally have it, and now I loosened up the back and I want to show you with one hand I can raise and lower it, no problem. It turns out that the counterweight I used was just about right on what I needed, so this is a huge success. It's going to be a lot easier to adjust this, as you can see. One-handed, I just lock it down in place where I want it, and I'm done. Alright, well listen, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate you sticking around and watching this process take place. Let me know if you liked it by hitting a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And as always, take care and get out there and make something.